What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, it's your homie, FuturisticMike, and I'm back with another The Mandalorian video if you're new. Now, this is going to be the review and recap for The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 6. If you're a fan of The Mandalorian, if you love The Mandalorian, hit the like on this video. If you're new to my channel and this is the first time you're finding me, subscribe and turn on those post notifications so when I post videos on The Mandalorian, you get them. Now, I just want to apologize that it's taken me a while to make some Mandalorian videos. I've been in the process of moving. I moved to a different apartment. I've been working nonstop, and I have so many shows to review at once. There's been a lot going on in my life, so I've been trying to make as many videos as possible. I'll be right back on track very soon. But this is Chapter 14. We're going to be talking about Season 2, Episode 6, and it's called The Tragedy. When I heard that name, I already knew something was going to go down because the tragedy cannot mean anything good. Now, I was disappointed at the length of this episode. It was only 32 minutes long, probably one of the shortest episodes of the season, but it was one of the best episodes, though. It was just kind of short in length. The description for this episode reads, "The Mandalorian and child travel to an ancient site." If you guys remember, in episode 5, Ahsoka told the Mandalorian that he had to take Yoda to a magic rock so he could find a Jedi. So we've seen the exciting arrival of Rosario Dawson's portrayal of Ahsoka Tano. We actually got a live action debut of Ahsoka, and it was so amazing. And now we know that Ahsoka is getting her own show, so I cannot wait for that. Now, after being told by Ahsoka to head to the planet of Tython in search of an ancient Jedi temple, Mando and Grogu are flying through space, and Mando is having Grogu practice his force skills with the ball from the ship. And Mando also tells him that if they find a Jedi, Grogu will need to go with them for proper training. Now, unable to land at the top of the mountain in his ship, Mando parks it somewhere in the valley while using his jetpack to fly himself and the little Grogu up to the top of the mountain in search of the ancient stone Ahsoka had referred to in the previous episode. Now, Mando does not know how anything is supposed to work on this planet. He just sits Grogu on top of the seeing stone while looking around for a possible control switch. He thinks that, there might be a control, but he's distracted by the arrival of the Slave One, only to turn around and see Grogu is now using his powers properly on the stone. Grogu created a really big force field around him. Mando heads off to buy the little guy some time, and he comes face to face with Boba Fett, who I was so happy to see. Now, he appears very scarred, and he's after the armor that Mando acquired from Cobb Vanth on Tatooine. Mando threatens to kill Boba. He says if he wants the armor, he's gonna have to take it off his dead body. Boba Fett says that if he does anything, his sharpshooter will shoot Grogu with a sniper revealed to be Fennec Shand. I know you guys remember her from Season 1. The three of them agree to holster their weapons and they have a talk. Boba reveals that he found Fennec left for dead, similar to himself, and helped her by installing cybernetics into her wounded area to keep her alive. And this means that Fennec is in Boba's service. Their conversation is cut short because stormtroopers arrive on some ships and Mando is trying his hardest to pull Grogu from the stone. But he's pushed back by the force field and he flies away. Meanwhile, Fennec and Boba engage in a gunfight with the stormtroopers aboard the transport ship. Boba utilizes a staff-like weapon and he takes down so many stormtroopers, and he is so badass. This dude is not to be messed with. The way he was taking down these stormtroopers, I was on the edge of my seat like, oh shit, this dude is seriously crazy. He's a badass. One of the stormtroopers pull out a turret, and Boba and Fennec must use the environment around them to help, and they push down a large boulder to run over a handful of stormtroopers, and the boulder kills the one that was using the turret, so they got lucky with that. Now, a second ship arrives, forcing Mando to head down and join the fight just as Grogu finishes what he's doing on the stone, but saves Fennec just as it seems she's surrounded. Mando uses his Beskar armor to shield Fennec. The two of them are saved by Boba, who has recovered his armor from the Razor Crest and takes down the remaining stormtroopers with ease, and he shoots down the ships as they try to escape. He does it in such a badass way. The ships really think they're gonna escape, and he just shoots a missile into the air. It hits one of them, and then the one comes down and hits the other one, and it was so crazy. And then a large blaster comes down from the sky and destroys the Razor Crest. No, the Razor Crest though, like seriously, we've been on such a journey with the Razor Crest. I was so disappointed to see the Razor Crest get blown up. Mando uses his scanners and he sees Moff Gideon's ship hovering in the atmosphere, and he runs back to get Grogu. As they race back to get Grogu, Gideon engages his Dark Troopers, a group of robotic soldiers who descend on the mountaintop, and they kidnap Grogu just as he wakes up from his little nap. And Mando doesn't even have his jetpack when Grogu gets kidnapped, so he can't do anything but watch. But Boba Fett is prepared to shoot down the trooper that's carrying Grogu. Mando asks him to pull back, and Boba follows them to Moff Gideon's ship, and he says that the Empire is back, and he notices it to be an Imperial cruiser. Now Mando goes through the ashy remains of his ship, and he's only able to find the Beskar spear Ahsoka gave him, as well as the metallic ball that Grogu loved that he was always playing with. Boba shows Mando his chain code that's been encoded in his armor and confirms his father Jango Fett was a foundling and fought in the Mandalorian Civil Wars. And he tells Mando the armor belongs to Boba. Their whole deal was that Boba and Fennec would help keep Grogu safe, but since Grogu got kidnapped, they said that they're in Mando's debt. So they believe themselves to be in Mando's debt and insist on helping him track down Grogu, and they're not leaving him until they do. Mando and everybody else head back to Navarro and reunite with Cara Dune. She is now the marshal for the New Republic in the town. They're trying to search for somebody in the prison registry, revealed to be Miggs Mayfield. There's actually two people from Breaking Bad on this show, Giancarlo Esposito, who plays Moff Gideon, and this dude, Mayfield, who's played by Bill Burr. If you guys remember, he was in Breaking Bad too. He was only in a couple episodes. He went to the car wash and he told Bogdan that, you know, his water supply was filthy and stuff, and that he was going to shut him down when Skyler and Walter were trying to buy the car wash. He was in Breaking Bad too. So they got two Breaking Bad actors in this show. Mayfield was last seen by Mando. Mayfield is currently serving 50 years in the Carthon chop fields for springing a prisoner and being an accessory to the death of a New Republic officer. Mando is looking to spring Mayfield for help tracking down Moff Gideon's cruiser. Cara Dune seems really concerned when she learns that the Empire has Grogu. Now when we get to Moff Gideon's cruiser, which is flying through the stars in hyperspace, we see Grogu. He's using his powers of the Force to fight off two stormtroopers in his cell. And it was funny because Grogu was whooping their asses. I mean, he was giving it to them. Gideon just watches Grogu as he beats their asses. However, after taking down the two of the stormtroopers, Grogu finds himself weakened and very tired, and he faints. And then Gideon shows him the dark saber, which Grogu seemingly remembers from his past. But before he can grab it or use his force powers on Moff Gideon, a stormtrooper stuns Grogu to sleep. And Gideon commands that one of his soldiers sends an encoded message to Dr. Pershing confirming they have their donor, leaving Grogu cuffed and asleep in the cell. And then that's the end of the episode. So we know that Moff Gideon is going to be coming for Mando in the future, or rather Mando will be coming for Moff Gideon. So there might be a major showdown in like episode 8, because we know in episode 7 they're going to be trying to find Grogu. But in episode 8, I suspect that there will be a major showdown between Mando and Moff Gideon. So it's going to be good. I cannot wait for the season finale, and I can't wait for season 3. Season 3 is already confirmed. I am so ready. But this episode was probably one of my favorite ones of this season. This one and the Ahsoka one were the best ones. I enjoyed both of these ones so much. What did you guys think of this episode? Comment your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let me know how you felt about it. Keep supporting your boy, and I'll be continuing to bring y'all the Mandalorian content in the future. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and smash that notification bell so you can never miss a video. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me get out of here, y'all. It's your boy FuturisticMike, and I'll talk to you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.